Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the July 22nd regular City Council meeting in Willits. We appreciate you spending your Wednesday evening with us. We're going to start with a pledge of allegiance to the flag, and it's going to be led by Gary Martin, who's later going to give us a part presentation. Gary, thank you for being here.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Gary.
Councilmember Burton.
I'm here.
Gonzalez.
Present.
Stransky.
Yes.
Alaniz.
Here.
Almond.
Here.
The City Council welcomes input from the audience. If there is a matter of business on the agenda that you are interested in, you may address the council when the matter is considered. If you wish to speak on a matter that is not on the agenda, you may do so at this time. In order for everyone to be heard, please limit your comments to 3 minutes per person. The Brown Act regulations do not allow action to be taken on audience comments in which the subject is not listed on the agenda.
So the two things about the public comment is if there's something not on the agenda, we welcome you to say your name and give 3 minutes. If there's something that's on the agenda and your life is so busy you need to get out of here, then after we're done with the non-agendized item, you're welcome to tell us which item it is. You say your piece and you're welcome to leave. But we're going to start with 3rd District Supervisor John Hashak because he has to be in Laytonville soon. Thank you for being here, John.
All right, thank you. Good evening, Council. And John Haschak, 3rd District Supervisor. I just wanted to give you a quick report on what's happening at the county. We had a meeting yesterday. We approved contracts for 3 bargaining units. We also approved funding for 5 deputy sheriffs and 1 sergeant position because the sheriff says that, due to some medical leaves and such that they're down, so we needed to fill those spots, and it's going to cost over $1 million, but public safety is the #1 task that we have as county supervisors. So the sales tax we've talked about for road maintenance. The proposal was for 1% sales tax in the unincorporated areas. And that needed a 4/5 vote, and we only got 3/5 of the council. So that will not be going to the November ballot. And the roads in the unincorporated areas will continue to be funded as they are. So I attended a ribbon cutting off of Redemeyer Road, which is east of Ukiah, and for Sonoma Clean Power because I'm on that board. And it's a 4 megawatt project, 25 acres of over 9,000 solar panels and 5 huge battery units. And so it's an impressive project, to say the least. They're also looking at some sites around Willits and Laytonville, and another one in Ukiah. So trying to get the local energy production happening here instead of buying it from Utah or Wyoming, other places like that. And then I had a meeting last week with Captain Billy O'Connor, who is the new area captain for CHP, and they're shifting their areas of coverage, and instead of having Garberville cover the Willits area, that the Ukiah captain is going to be covering up to Leggett now. So it's quite a shift in coverage, and I just wanted to let you know about that. And then the county library is going to have some remodeling done, and some of their whole computer system is going to be updated. And so I think it's towards the end of July and early August that they'll be just accepting books, or not having the full services that they normally have. So I wanted people to be aware of that. And and also from I don't have that sheet, but Sonoma Clean Power got a grant from the CPUC, which is California Public Utilities Commission. And the grant is to kind of do a survey of people who are using propane and liquid gas and to see what their viewpoints are on certain issues. And so it's an email that's going to come to people who are Sonoma Clean Power users, and if people could fill that out, and then you'd be entered into a raffle for some prizes and everything too. But the intent is to see if we can use that information to provide better service and cheaper rates for people. So that's about it. If there's any questions or comments.
John, thank you very much.
All right, thank you all.
Safe travels to Laytonville. Is there anybody else who would like to speak on any non-agendized item?
Thank you.
By all means. Good evening.
Good evening. Bruce, would you mind just passing this over? Sure. Is this on all the time?
No, it's for the
just
audience.
for
It doesn't
the-
amplify your voice, it's just for the video.
Yeah, no problem. Wanted to introduce not only myself, John Buchanan. I'm currently the chairperson for the board of directors for a group we now do business as Mendo Matters. And a few years ago, many of you may have known that group as the Employers Council. But it's sort of been revitalized, and we're doing business as Mendo Matters. And I just wanted to let you know that as we sort of get started with a larger membership drive and that kind of thing of active residents around the county, that will hopefully be showing up here in Willits a lot more often in the near future, to the point where we want to have our membership meeting for October here in Willits. And so any advice you have on where we should have it, or what guest speaker we might have, and what issue that guest speaker would represent the town of Willits really well, then we'd like to hear about that. The rest of the items on my sheet are just a review of what we just went over with our membership at a meeting last Friday. So you can see for the last year and a half or so, we've been focused on many issues around the county. And of course, now with the November 3rd election, we're focused on elections as well. But you can see the kinds of things we get involved with. And so that's truly all I wanted to say, and introduce Mendo Matters to everyone. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, John. If you have any extra of these, if you could leave them on the back table, maybe right here.
If there's some there.
So people in the audience could grab those.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody else who would like to speak on a non-agendized item? Going once, going twice. Is there anybody who has a time schedule they need to speak of an agendized item and get out of here? Okay, moving on then. So our first public matter is Gary Martin, presentation, a public art overview sculpture proposal.
Do we have everything?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Closing this up and getting your presentation.
Okay. There we go. And I just,
Yeah, you'll want to use it on this right here.
oh, okay.
Do this right here.
Okay, got it.
Hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
So there's your first picture. When you need to go to the next, just scroll down a little bit, and then you can see it right there.
Okay, great.
All right, Gary, you're on.
Yes, thank you. Today, I'm bringing you the state of the arts in Willits. Good evening, Mayor, board members, and city employees, and thank you for having me as a speaker. Wait a minute, this isn't working. Okay. The arts not only enrich community, the arts are community. Perhaps better than all of the symbols, the arts cut across separations. They give rise to many voices, making it possible for people who are racially, economically, and ethnically divided to begin to understand one another on a more authentic level. The arts connect each new generation to those that have gone before. The arts are society's gift to itself, linking hope to memory, inspiration, inspiring courage and discipline, enriching our celebrations, and making our tragedies bearable. Public art plays a significant role in the shaping of experience. Where'd it go? I'm sorry. Down? There we go. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, public art plays a significant role in shaping the experience of both residents and visitors within a community. For citizens, public art is more than a decoration. It is a reflection of local identity and values. Murals, sculptures, and installations transform everyday spaces, streets and plazas and parks, into areas that inspire and reflection, provoke thought, and foster a sense of pride. For citizens, public art is more than decoration, like I said. By integrating art into public spaces, communities signal that creativity is valued and that the environment itself contributes to the quality of life. This was a rural project right outside here by Laura Wiesek. Where am I here? Okay, so here we have J.D. Red House. They give us a panoramic view. St. Francis Episcopal Church mural. It's very hard to see. Dies of Hope. The Book Juggler Commission Dies of Hope for this mural. I'm going the wrong way. I believe it was that mural there.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay, I wonder if I can just click it and it'll work.
Because I think Malachi did the one that you were showing.
Yeah, he did.
That PGD.
Yeah. Willits Charter Elementary School. Willits High School has several. I think this is Stanza Davis Sherwood School. And my favorite, Napa Auto Parts. That's another one. We also have this, commissioned by and gifted to Willits by Jane Camp. It's a windmill on 20. And for visitors, public art serves as an accessible introduction to a community's character. Unlike gallery or museum exhibitions, public art is freely available and immediate. It attracts attention, encourages exploration, and often becomes a focal point for cultural tourism. Through these visual interventions, tourists gain insight into the stories, traditions, and aspirations of the people who live there. Public art thus enhances both aesthetic appeal and interpretive depth. Wait a minute here. I'm sorry, this is, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, here we go. It attracts attention, encourages exploration, and often becomes a focal point for cultural tourism. Through these visual interventions, tourists gain insight into the stories, traditions, and aspirations of the people who live there. Public art thus enhances both the aesthetic appeal of a place and its interpretive depth, providing a meaningful connection between visitor and community. And this, well, this isn't going to show up.
Click the arrow down.
All right, it was the residents, and they were painting the mural, Anna Judd's mural here, which is on the back of the bandstand.
Gary, can you try to click the arrow at the very bottom?
I'm sorry, what? Oh, this?
Not on your computer, on the one up on the screen. Let me see.
Just take past that one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Well, this was people doing it.
They've had coffee.
We had coffee.
And this is the final. Anna Judd did. And let's see, yes. This here's Tower Mart, and the mural is down. They're having it repainted and redone.
It's right here in Village.
What have we got here? Public art has a profound effect on the civic and cultural life of a community. It enriches the daily experience of residents, enhances the engagement of visitors, and elevates the shared public realm. By investing in public art, communities not only beautify their surroundings, but also reinforce their identity, values, and sense of collective belonging. I have to get this up on my computer here. I'm getting yours instead. Let's just hop over to this. Programs such as Art Under 20 showcase the talent of local youth, providing young artists with the opportunity to display their work in a professional gallery setting and gain recognition for their creativity. Alongside this, the center hosts exhibitions, art talks, art classes that engage the broader community, making it a gathering place where people of all ages can connect and be inspired by the arts. I'm going the wrong way again. There we go. Okay, this one here. The true purpose of the arts education is not necessarily to create more professional dancers or artists. It's to complete human beings who are critical thinkers and who have curious minds and who can lead a productive life. The Willits Center for the Arts is proud to bring presentations directly to school children from pre-K through 12th grade, reaching as many as 2,500 students each month in Willits, Laytonville, and Covelo. Recently, we expanded efforts by opening a branch in Gualala, allowing us to connect with even more young students in Mendocino County. Yeah, here it is. The Willits Community Theater is a vibrant cultural hub in Mendocino County dedicated to performances on an intimate setting. Established in 1977, the theater is volunteer driven and showcases a wide range of productions, including drama, comedy, musical, concerts, and original works by playwrights. Willits Center for the Arts here. Wait a minute. There we go. The Willits Center for the Arts is a cornerstone of cultural life in the community, offering a welcoming space where creativity and connection thrive. By providing public access to visual and performing arts, the Willits Center for the Arts strengthens community bonds and enriches the cultural fabric of the region. Too soon. Here we go. The Goat and Rittenhouse Square in Philadelphia has a charming history as part of the park's public art and playground tradition. Installed over a century ago, the bronze goat sculpture became a beloved fixture for children who would climb, play, and interact with its presence, reflecting an era where urban parks were designated not only for passive enjoyment, but also to engage young imaginations with whimsical and approachable sculptures. Let's see if we can do this. Have I got the goat up there?
Yeah, he's there.
Wrong goat.
He's got a little stripe there.
Okay. Well, a bronze sculpture for the children's playground across from Willits City Park would serve as far more than a decoration. There we go. Public art has a unique ability to spark curiosity and inspire wonder, especially in young minds. A sculpture in bronze with its durability and timeless beauty would offer children a tangible connection to the arts in their everyday lives, encouraging creativity while also aesthetically pleasing. What is this thing that keeps showing up? Anyway, here's a bronze horse is another suggestion. Bronze turtle, another suggestion. My favorite, the pig. Art plays a vital role in development of young people by fostering creativity, critical thinking, and self-expression.
You're looking at your screen, but if you
There it is.
you're getting two different views.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Through drawing, painting, music, and other artistic activities, children learn to communicate ideas and emotions that are often difficult to express in words. As writer and educator Thomas Merton observed, art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time, reminding us that art helps young people discover their identities while engaging in imagination. Art education advocate Elliot Eisner argues that creativity is a capacity common to all, one that should effectively be developed in the schools. By encouraging observation, problem solving, and personal expression, the arts help young people become more confident. And let's do this last one. That's what I wanted right there. Let me close with this. The impulse and ability to create art is one of the highlights of being human. It is the key quality that sets us apart from the animal world, one that makes life more meaningful and enjoyable. While there are artistic skills that make it easier for people to bring their imaginations into the visible, tangible world, art doesn't abide by any of these rules, especially in kids' art, especially young kids' art. While there are artistic skills that may make it easier for people to bring their imaginations into the visible, tangible world. Oh, I already read that, didn't I? Okay, well, anyway, as the famous quote goes from the Dead Man's Poets Society, medicine, law, business, and engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, and love, these are what we stay alive for. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
The 4 examples that I showed you are going into the Willits News in a couple of weeks, and people will vote on which one they want.
Well, I certainly appreciate you bringing a presentation. I really appreciate you not asking us for money because we're still broke.
I know.
Okay.
I'm ready to go out there and gather the money, get the money.
All right.
Any other questions?
Any questions from? All right. Gary, thank you very much for the
Thank you very
presentation.
much.
Thank you for politely asking to be here last month and giving us a 10-minute presentation.
Okay,
You're a man of your word.
great. Thank you.
I love the pig.
All right. There's no ordinances. We're enacting and we're moving on to consent calendar. City Council,
To move the consent calendar.
I'm going to read it first to the public. City Council considers matters listed under consent calendar as routine. The council will take action with a single vote and roll call vote. A council member may request the removal of an item from the consent calendar for separate discussion and subsequent action.
I think she has a question.
Okay, I'm about to call for,
I think it goes with that.
public comment for Gary's presentation. I'm sorry, Norma. Let's go public comment for Gary's presentation.
I want to read a letter that Jane Camp wrote because she couldn't be here. So, Good evening, council members. I regret that I cannot attend this meeting in person, but I write to strongly support the sculpture that Gary is so generously willing to give the city. Willits is becoming well known for its artistic culture, and this particular sculpture will not only enliven children's curiosity and interest in this form of art, but will also be a lovely and whimsical sculpture for all to enjoy. I hope you will give this project the green light. Jane Camp.
Thank you very much.
And I agree, I like pigs. I think it's adorable.
Helen, you have public comment on Gary's presentation. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to me. Thank you to you. Ellen Sims. Thanks, Gary. Good presentation. I would like to suggest that whatever is chosen, we have a public contest to name it.
Well, to name it. That's
To
good.
name whatever we pick, the tortoise, the pig, little pork chop.
I want to tell the community as much as I can.
Thank you.
Any other public comment on the art presentation? All right, and I want you to know we have thick skin. If anybody came here just for the art presentation and would like to leave, we will not hold it against you. Okay. So, continuing on with consent calendar. You're welcome to go if you want. Thank you very much.
You're a gentleman.
A council member may request the removal of an item from the consent calendar for separate discussion and subsequent action. Is there any public comment on the consent calendar? Going once, or twice, okay, public comments closed to the council.
I move the consent calendar.
I'd like to second that
We
motion.
have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I just want to say I thank you to staff regarding the proposed adopting a resolution establishing our project list for roads. It was realistic given our funding situations.
I have a question on the consent calendar. So the EarthScope Consortium Incorporated has a GPS. Do they have a city business license?
Not that I'm aware of.
Should they have a city business license if they're operating a business here? No, Dolores says.
They're a nonprofit organization. They're transparency.
Okay.
They're exempt as a nonprofit.
Right, okay. All right, any other questions from the council? To the clerk.
Councilmember Burton.
Aye.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Stransky. Yes. Polanese.
Yes.
Mayor Allen.
Aye. And to the public, I'm sorry, the four items that we voted on were the city council meeting from June 26th, the special meeting from June 29th, an approval to renew a lease agreement between the City of Willits and EarthScope Consortium Incorporated for GPS station located at Willits Municipal Airport, and discussion and possible action adopting a resolution establishing a city 2026-27 project list for local streets and roads program, SB1 fund requirements. All right, moving on to monthly activity reports, which do not require action from the council. The information was in your packet. Is there any public comment on the city or the monthly activity reports? Hearing none, public comment is closed. We had in the packet that you can find online, the account payable activity report, the building permit activity report, and business license activity report.
I did not see the account payable report in my agenda. Am I?
To Joseph.
It is in the agenda packet. I could give you this copy if you'd like to review it.
I mean, I just opened what was sent to me.
Yeah, it was not in what was uplinked.
So maybe we could just have it for the next meeting, just include it in our next meeting, or both of them or whatever.
We can do that.
I can look at it then. That'd be fine.
Any other questions regarding the reports? All right, moving on to the city manager report, verbal report.
City manager has no report.
Okay, there we are. We might set a record tonight. Department recommendation, there's no department recommendations in front of us. Department monthly report, let's start with administrative services.
Did the administrative services or these department reports make it out in the packet they received?
Yeah, there's an electronic packet in the
Okay.
packet that Dolores said.
That was, so I will check what's in it next time, because we do have the file that's in our shared drive that has a printable packet. That's where I got the accounts payable report, but I didn't verify that that was in the email that went out.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do next time to make sure.
Thank you.
For the monthly report, the achievements and activities are there for you to read. Obviously, a large bullet point was the budget discussion. But what we're really looking forward to right now in the current month is the 24-25 audit that is currently underway. We are going to have Andy Heath come back next week, and we're going to continue working on the finalization of the last items with the auditor that is virtual. The auditors are still going to be virtual until they come to an on-site visit next month, where we're looking to finalize.
And we're still talking 23-24 audit.
24-25.
24-25 audit.
Correct.
Okay, anything else?
That's it
Okay,
for-
to the airport. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to, in your report, Joseph, I saw something that I was happy to see, and I guess I just want to follow up on it briefly. Springbrook successes. I haven't heard Springbrook successes. Does that mean that you're actually getting function out of that software now and it is doing what it was intended?
Well, step by step, the first thing that was a success was that nobody noticed that we switched to the new fiscal year in Springbrook. That means that it was a seamless transition. The accounts were opened and we're posting as normal, and no one really noticed that we did it. So that's what we like to hear, and what we consider a success is when we don't have any problems. As far as the additional reporting that we're going to be putting in place, that's the focus that we have along with doing this audit, is we're going to use that experience and that practice with Andy Heath and the auditors to practice pulling these reports and finding out how good we're doing at pulling the information back out of Springbrook.
One other thing, if I may, I thank you for the summary of the accounts, account balances. Within that, are there any outstanding or accounts receivable of note that would help offset the 20% shrinking of the fund from the last one I saw? Do we have some sizable accounts receivable pending?
We can get probably some of our folks that do the capital projects. A lot of the money that's going
That's what I'm
out
assuming.
is for those. This construction company payment that I noted on the recent activity is part of that Rails with Trails project, and so we're still putting out some of these expenses, and the reimbursements are to come later. But that's what we need to make sure and be careful of, is that we don't have a cash flow issue. But we do have some payments coming in, taxes, those types of things will come in later in this year. So we do have some receivables coming in that will offset some of these costs.
Yeah, I think if it was possible to add one more column on that of accounts receivable, what we billed and haven't been, and I'm mainly thinking of these capital project deals, but until we get kind of an up and running balance on everything, I would think that would be, would hopefully soften a little bit of the fear that comes from seeing this account.
I agree. We are currently talking about what we've been using before, or what was used before, to track and project out some of the receivables as well as some of the large expenses, and building those calendars. So we're going to be working with the department heads, see what they've already been using, and go back to tracking that once again so that we can report a little bit further out for you to show some of the large ticket items that are either going out or coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other council? All right, airport, anything?
Just one short item. There was a bullet point listed as the annual tank cleaning being tentatively scheduled for the 17th. That's now complete.
Can I ask you to grab the microphone? Sorry.
Just the only item I wanted to share was that the annual tank cleaning that was listed as tentative on your council report is complete now.
Thank you. Anything from community development? Dustin?
Nothing new to add. Happy to answer any questions that you have.
To the police department? Chief?
I would like to thank everyone for helping with the parade route and the detour route parking. Thank you to the community. It was very much appreciated. The parade was phenomenal as usual.
No drama?
No drama.
No towed cars?
Two towed cars.
Okay.
Well,
two towed cars. And then I would like to invite the community on Tuesday, August 4th, to the park across the street for a National Night Out, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Come meet with the police department, come meet your fire departments and other civic groups. We hope to have a wonderful community outing. Again, Tuesday, August 4th, 5 to 9 across the street.
At Snyder Park.
Correct, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Public Works and Utilities combined.
Combined all. Yeah, nothing really new to add unless you guys have any specific questions. I do want to commend staff for all the extra effort they put in for our 4th of July festivities and all the extra effort that goes into keeping our town and clean and organized and decorated, and it's all, a lot of it's behind the scenes, and I just want to let them know I really appreciate all the extra work, and now they have all this extra time on their hands, we'll be getting back to more of the standard practice of maintaining the city. It does take an extraordinary amount of time to prep for all our events, so I want to thank them for that.
Can you give us a status on our new solar array of what it's actually producing and what we're getting out of it?
Yeah, so it is on as of last month. It was turned on. We will be posting. It'll be on our website. We do have a monitoring little snippet that kind of monitors its daily output. I believe it's about 580 kilowatts a day, and right now it's pretty much maxing out with our summer sunshine. But yeah, we'll be posting that, so it'll be available through a click of a button, so people can watch it, put money back.
That'll be on our website?
It'll be on our website. It's a little feel-good link.
The City of Willits website.
City of Willits website. I just got that last week from our vendor, so we haven't had time to post it, but we'll be posting that, and it'll be it tells you how much energy your trees you're saving and gas you're saving, all the things that offset power from the sun. So, yeah, that job's almost closing out. We'll probably be taking the notice of completion to council here in the probably next month. It'll be the second meeting probably in August for completion of that to get it recorded.
Thank you. Anything else?
The merry-go-round, we're working on getting it fixed. It's been a couple of, we had some really rambunctious children.
200 pounders?
200 pounders, you know. I won't say it was me or my friends, but anyway, we are working to get that fixed. So it should be up and running here as soon as we can do that. But that was something that community members had been asking me about. So we are working on it. It's not just sitting there wrapped in bubble wrap. We are trying to get it fixed.
Well, we're going to get on to City Council. Is there anything else? I'm sorry.
Unless you guys have any questions.
Is there any public comment on the department monthly reports? Sir, go ahead. You have to, I'm sorry, you go to the microphone so the video can.
Sorry.
Is it a public comment? Sure, go ahead.
Yes, I just had a question or comment about how you were doing with the earthquake damage.
I'm going to bring that up in just a minute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we're going to do city council reports, but I will say that when the earthquake happened, I was in touch with the city manager, I was in touch with the police chief. every city employee stepped up. No one complained. Everybody did their job. They knew what to do. All the training that we've all had fell into place. And yeah, we suffered some damage. The grocery outlet's still going to be closed for several weeks. But it's nice to see city cones around some of the damaged buildings, letting people know, that we're aware of the damage and we're working with the businesses. And that goes for every employee, not just the ones who are on the street, but the office employees who handled all the phones, who wondered why PG&E was out, and certainly to the city of Willits, thank you very much, to the citizens. We went for a long time without power, without traffic lights, without grocery stores, and there certainly was some water that was brown because of the shaking and rattling, but commendations go to everybody across the board for what we are prepared for what happened. We don't want it any worse, but what happened, and we are learning from it. I know that the city the community development department is working with businesses and residents. If there have been damage, it needs to be reported to the city, so we can tally it up and maybe go to FEMA. We don't know the answer to that, but we need to know the damage. So to the city council, I'd like for you to combine good and welfare and announcements and communications. Bruce, you're up.
Only one thing came to mind was I've been enjoying seeing James's weekly summary of activity. It's something I haven't seen in all my years of being on the council. Of course, I haven't always had the benefit of internet either, but in that. But anyway, I found that I appreciate that that information you pass along every week. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Terry, anything?
I had LAFCO on the 6th, and the only thing any note would be we had the Mendocino Coast Recreation Park District Municipal Service Review and Sphere of Influence, and that was it.
Anything to report?
I would like to say that the bikes are still going down in front of the buildings, and somebody's going to get nailed, and I'm just saying it once again. Thank you.
Well, that guy on that electric scooter is in the bike lane. Somebody has had a discussion with him, and he's in the bike lane. That's good.
Okay, I got a few. First of all, on the 15th, I had the pleasure and privilege to meet with Senator Schiff, our California senator here. He sent his field representative, Mr. Frank, to the rural communities out here. I had a chance to meet with him on the 15th of July. We just, Mr. Connor and myself and Mr. Frank were able to discuss a number of issues that potentially have a federal impact, or federal issues that have an impact on the city of Willits. I will share with the community, I brought up several different issues, including our need for continued transportation funding, our support for local hospitals. I mean, it's not, we have a good hospital here, but remember, as they close down other hospitals, it puts more pressure on our hospitals, so we need to continue our support for rural hospitals, as well as a concern for forest management of the national forest, and the way that affects our fire insurance, and the way that the federal government's insurance policies affect our state insurance policies, and that's affecting us as a community. So I believe I was able to express that pretty clearly. He was very excited about opening up a dialogue between the rural communities and the senator's office, and just wanted to share that took place. Additionally, I just want to encourage anyone who is interested, anybody watching at home, that if you know someone and you're tired of hearing them complain, remind them that there is an election coming up, and that you can get yourself involved directly by taking out paperwork to file for the city council. I believe you have until August the 7th, so if you are interested, look, you can just get paperwork and just find out the interest and still not turn it later. But if you have any interest, please make an appointment with our city clerk, and she'll be able to meet with you and give you the lowdown on all that. And I'd like to encourage everyone to think about that. Of course, you do have to live inside of the city boundaries, so that is an important aspect. I know some of you are very connected to Willits, but you live right outside the boundary. So to be a member of the city council, you do have to be in the city boundaries as a whole. Also, I wanted to some highlight on some sad news. So many of you know there was a local student who was recently hurt in a motorcycle accident. Zach Thompson, he was a student of mine previously, as recently as last school year. He is seriously injured, and his family is working with the Willits School District to provide community support for him and his family. They're going to be meeting here, they're going to be meeting at the Willits High School Auditorium on the 26th, which I believe is this Sunday at 11 o'clock. They're organizing some kind of walk. So my understanding is that due to his medical condition, he is very, very injured, and the school district and the family thought it'd be a good idea to let people show their support to the community. So if that is something you see on Facebook, or if that's something that strikes your mind on a Sunday at 11 a.m., you see people gathering at the high school, you know what that's all about. And if you have the time and inclination to do so, it'd be great to see the community really come out and join this young man who has some serious issues now, and it was an accident. Also, I want to point out our first Friday, which will be coming back here in August the 7th. So make plans, bring your friends, bring your family, make sure you get your designated driver, and we'll meet you out on August the 7th for our first Friday coming up. That's happening before our next meeting, so I wanted to remind everybody. And then finally, last but not least, on the 26th of June, I received my reply from the FPPC, the Fair Practice Political Commission. There was a question about a potential conflict of interest that was related to an item that was brought to our council. It's not exactly city business, so I'm not going to go into the details here. It's more of a personal issue, but I did want to let everybody know that the finding did come back that there was no conflict of interest between myself and the general manager of Road Trails. Now, of course, there's a lot of details on that, and a lot of it is legal details, so again, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but I will be posting about it on my Facebook page if you want to look at it yourself and read it yourself and learn everything about it you possibly can, if you are so inclined. But in general, there is no, the finding was that there was no conflict of interest. So I appreciate your patience on that. I'm not sure, as a city, how we're going to move forward on the particular issue, where there's a number of things still being worked out. But I just want to let everybody know that that has been concluded, and therefore whatever action we take after that will be that in mind. All right. That's everything. Yes, thank you.
All right, well, that's a lot. Thank you very much. I certainly want to congratulate Frontier Days on their 100th Frontier Days that went, as far as I know, flawlessly. A lot of work was put into it by the city, by the citizens, by Frontier Days, by Marcy and her team, and it benefited the city greatly. And we're looking forward to the 101st annual Frontier Days next year. With that, anything else from council? With that, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.